Hello everybody, welcome back. It's oxygen not included. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Right. Please, there we go. Now we're moving. Alright. We got some things. Some things that I've learned. Some things that I probably knew and had forgotten. Just some things. Number one on the agenda is the sleet wheat grains. Sleet wheat grains. I want you to be... No. I want you gone. Right, so... I didn't realise that sleet wheat grains can spoil. But apparently they can spoil. And the only way to stop them from spoiling is to put them in like a frozen environment. Or a sterile... sub-zero environment. The only way to do that is if I put them in a fridge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this another fridge, right? But this fridge is going to be for sleet wheat grains only. But then it's just so that the sleet wheat grains go in here and then get sucked up and put in here, which they should, I think. Right, or maybe I'll need a... Maybe I'll need another... I'm unsure quite how I'm going to make it work. Yeah, but I'll make it work. Basically, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix that. That's the thing I'm going to fix. Number two. Oh my god, she actually did it. So Freya kept walking in here and trying to analyze this geyser. And she actually did it, which I can't believe she managed to do that. Which is why she was constantly getting scolded. She's fine now. There's so many pips in here. She's fine. I thought that was still a problem, but we appear to have fixed that. Good stuff. Animal sensor. Which I assume I have. Critter sensor. I had forgotten the critter sensor part of this. So critter sensor that sends a signal to this pickup spot. I think that's how that works. Let me double check. Your critter sensor in your main Draco room. Below it, critter sends a green signal to the pickup station. Do you send a green signal based on the number of eggs in a room? Okay. I don't know if I need a not gate. But we'll see. So this thing will be like, uh-oh, there's less than 8 guys. Turns on the critter pickup, and the critter pickup will be like, okay, well, I'll put a lad in here. Right? The pickups. You need to tell the pickup station which critters you want picked up. Set either Draco and Dreklet at quantity 0, or set Glossy, Draco, and Dreklet to quantity 0. Okay. You. Glossy. Glossy, Glossy Draco. There we go. I got there in the end. You are reachable. People are still suffocating. That's fine. They do that all the time. If you think about it, every second you're not breathing is suffocating. Just a little bit. Now, I need an automation wire into this. Like so. Okay, boom. And we'll see if I need a not gate. I hope I don't. I'd rather not need a not gate. Can you tie a knot? I cannot not. Anyway. Draco expires. Critter. So I'm just reading comments, right? I'm just reading comments. This is literally how our colony survives. Since something Archer goes into the room, wrangles whatever the pickup says it wants 0 of. This is the pickup station. Yep, 10. The critter sensor. Cool. All right. So that should work once that all gets built. And we love that. All right. Apparently I have a liquid just chilling. I must have swept it. Oh, good. Everyone's suffocating. But this is our nearest oxygen? Okay, well, I'm definitely going to get a carbon skimmer going. Oh, right, and I was working on this as a project. I was trying to get this stuff set up. Yeah. Do I have... I don't need plant husks. What the hell is a plant husk? Oh, that's right. There's been an update to Oxygen Not Included. Quality of life update. There's new plant husks that you can do something. You feed it to gassy moos or process it into fuel or building material. So that's a new thing. It's just a new thing in the game, which is cool as hell. But that's why it's new on here. Seeing all the plants, or many plants, are dropping plant husks. So I wanted to look at plastic. I have 350 tons of plastic, which isn't a lot, but it's free. Just can't. The Drecos are just building plastic from themselves, at least. Okay. I'm gonna 9 this stuff. I'm 9ing this stuff. All right. What else have we got going on? So yeah, the sleet wheat bit. Open the door. Hold on. Easiest way would be to add a ration box under your freezer input. Under your freezer input. This. Have it set to sleet wheat, so the conveyor loader that fills the freezer at a higher priority than the ration box. Okay. Okay. You know what? No, don't deconstruct. Don't deconstruct that. Just deconstruct the buildings. The buildings. Rip that wall out, please. Because then we can put a ration box in here and a sweeper up here that will just sweep sleet wheat into the conveyor loader. Yeah. Or, hold on. Hey, let me... There's where stuff comes in. Oh, but you can't pick that up. But you can. Yes. Okay. So what I need is this one that drops stuff into here. These should hold. Let me try this for now. Wait, no, these don't, right, because these can't hold sleet wheat. Or can they? Can they? These things jumping, by the way, is cute as hell. I can hold sleet wheat grains. Okay. So those can hold sleet wheat grains. Which means if I were to say sweep all my sleet wheats, then people would sweep them into there. I think that's how that would work. And I suppose I could put a ration box here and say fill this with sleet wheat, and then this thing will pick up and place. Right? Body temperature. What? Oh, you need -14. Uh-oh. It's too warm up here. That's a problem. Well, I'll get rid of this then. I'll just need a deeper... or higher. I need it's minus 40 up here. Okay, so I need my farm to be higher than me. Okay. Okay, we can do that. I can do that. Well, that should speed up time. Yeah. Right. You know what? We've learned. So we'll build a farm. An actual farm for us to farm things. We'll build it higher up. Don't quite know how higher up, but higher up in some regard. Yep. That's about all the stuff I was doing to Freya. I apologize for her. Sieve the water after it has been degermed. That way the polluted dirt sieve product. Okay. Sieve after degermed. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, you know what? Deconstruct all of those pipes. So I could reverse this, right? And I could have the water coming this way. Probably. Just 2 of these tanks. And then if there's germs, it shuts off a liquid lock up here. And I have... Did I unlock the liquid lock? Liquid shut off. There we go. Ah, wrong button. No, please, just show me where the inputs outputs are. Here we go. Input output. Okay. So we'll put the shut off there. Ah, and you know what? I'll deconstruct these and I'll flip them. I'll flip them. I can't flip the liquid reservoirs. That's okay. But I can flip the rest of it. I'm sorry, is there liquid in here? Is there liquid in these pipes? There might be liquid in one of these pipes. It definitely acted like something was flowing through it. Weird. So, the water is going to come in, right? And then I'm going to have 2 liquid germ sensors. I don't need this one. I don't think. Refinement. Refinement? Salinator. Yeah. Go like that. Okay. So it goes in, and then the output is like boop, and it goes, uh-oh, germs. We don't want that. Which then shuts this off. Right? Yeah, I think so. I think this will be fine. This will either be fine or it will go terribly. We'll find out. We'll find out. And that's the beautiful part of it. So you go like that, and then you go boop, and then you're going to go like that, which means you can cancel the deconstruct on those. You can get rid of the rest of that crap, though. Actually, you can cancel the deconstruct on those, because it is going to... I'm just going to flip you. Right? Yeah. All right. Do that. Yeah, I could build a 3rd one of these if I need to. I don't think I will, but if I need to, I could build a 3rd one with another germ sensor to be like, don't do the thing if it's, if there's stuff here. Oh, actually, hold on. Do you depollute before you desalinate, or does it matter? I don't think so. Because the polluted water will run through this without triggering it. That's triggering either of them if they don't need it. Because desalinated water will run through this, but then it won't go through the sieve to be sieved. Because it will have no germs and it will just be water. Yeah, okay. I'm alright with this, and I think this will work. And this is important because we want this for our carbon skimmer. So this is the output. And then this will be the input. Okay, and then this is the output. And this is the input. Oh. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. The problem is I'm playing too many different games with too many different input outputs right now. So this is just going to be a closed loop on the carbon skimmer for now. But we can obviously add things in as and when we need to. Because you can hold sleep grains. This stuff is getting picked up. It's slowly but surely getting picked up. I'm a big fan of that. Okay. If I could request the priority 9 construction and all of this, we should be good. To sieve your polluted water after it has been degermed. Okay. Degerm. Okay. So I think having flipped that, it will be fine. There's a few liquid reservoirs of clean water past your cleaning stations, so you've got a buffer. That's very smart. Very smart indeed. That's what I'll probably do. I'll put a couple of these up. This is for the future, okay? What? Oh, right. Because you can't get in here. Wow, you must have a passion to be doing that this fast after I asked you to do it. I appreciate it though. Okay, so obviously power is a need for in here. I'm just going to hook it all up like that. And that should be fine. I need an automation, right? That's actually very true. So you output to close that off. If you ever detect germy liquid. Alright. And you know what, if we're going to be doing this, so this is the output. Do that. Then you go back down there. Cancel, cancel. Snip. 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 Okay. Okay, so you've decided you're going to be a pain. You might live. You did. Congratulations. Yeah, I need this carbon skimmer going sooner rather than later because I need to skim some carbon off the bottom of here so I can drop the oxygen level. I can inspect this thing? How long have I been able to inspect this thing? Anyway, I'll just grab a fungal spore, I guess, or whatever that thing was. Yeah. Okay, so how is this going? Got priority 9, all of this stuff needs to be done. Oh, the lack of oxygen is devastating. And is my hydrogen still being pumped? It is. Okay. I'm going to snip that and just do that. So the excess hydrogen now goes to power the rest of the base. Although we have more than enough ethanol. But so we're going to get this set up. That's going to be good. Is there anything else? Yep. They could possibly, you can imagine the sleep we can only be stored in a food storage. Oh, okay. The slate weight. I'm going to allow manual use on these. So it seems like these can store the cooking ingredients sleet wheat. But these ones... the storage bins? These ones can only store the compostable sleet wheat. These ones can store the cooking ingredient. Okay, so in theory now, my guys should be able to sweep sleet wheat into here and just have it dumped in the freezer, I think. Okay, so get all this stuff going. Feeling good. Pipes are being made. Big fan of that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna have to pull all of the water. We're gonna have to pull all of the gas out of here. Because this is carbon dioxide, I don't need it to be carbon dioxide, I need it to be chlorine. So I'll have to have a vent that sucks the gas out. Which is part of the reason I want this carbon skimmer going, because I need somewhere to put all of the oxygen. I suppose I could just I could bottle up this carbon dioxide. Right, there's a... Is it in here? Canister emptier. Canister filler. Right. This would be a hell of a thing to do, but I could... In theory, I could pump the carbon dioxide into here until this is a vacuum. And then... feed... Oh, I'll need a thing. I'll need an airlock. And a sweeper. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Shipping auto sweeper. So I'll have one of these. Where's your input output? On the far side, probably. So you need to cover all of that. But then, these overlap here. Okay. Annoyingly, I'll need to do a brief redesign. But trust me on this. This will actually work out. So what we'll do is everything here, we're going to shift over one so that we can have a single, we can have a drop point here and a storage bin. The storage bin here will hold the chlorine, and we'll drop our sand in here. No, sand in here. And what's the filtration medium for this? Or does it just produce salt? Does it just remove? It doesn't need a filtration medium. I actually don't know. Rowan, are you... Okay, cool. I'm getting tired of this. You can assign toilets to these people? This is a new, this is part of the quality of life update as well, I think. Maybe it's on the config. Okay. Anyway. So, what was I saying? Right. We'll have a drop point here and a picker-upper. Or a storage bin here. Right, storage bin here. To store the chlorine in. A drop point here to drop all of the stuff in. And then another storage bin here to remove the polluted dirt. That way we don't ever need to go in here. Right? A person doesn't need to physically be in this room. And the entire room can exist in a chlorine environment. I think. So I'll need one of these. Actually, I'll need a conveyor chute here. And then, right, that's not the rotate button. Then one of you here. I'll need... You know what? You will need to go down and plug into there. Not to that, but to that. Did they not gate up here? No, they haven't. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. They'll get to it. Priority 9, all of this stuff. How did you get out? You need to be wrangled back in here. I'm not sure how you made it out. But however you did it, brother, you did it. Anyway. So this thing will then take polluted dirt, right? Do I have pipes? Oh, damn, I haven't plumbed you in yet. You're going to run across like this, which actually means you can cancel that deconstruct. So I'm going to build one of you there. I'm going to build you there. Okay, let's speed up time. And you're going to go here as soon as it's done. Perfect. Like that. Standard storage bin. Couple of conveyor chutes. Coca-Cola glass. Cool, so I'll get these built in so that nobody ever needs to go into them to maneuver around this stuff. We need to priority 9 a bunch of stuff because it's important that we get this done. Right, anything else? Oh. I hope that's not the case. Gas. Okay. It's all hydrogen in here. Polluted dirt. Right. Yeah. Okay. And it... Okay, it's good. Don't make it... What are you doing, brother? Make it out of lead. I saw it say change to mercury, and I thought it changed to mercury. But no. So I made an error. I have no way to extract polluted dirt in here, which might... It's overpressure right now, but you never know. You could accidentally off-gas, and then all of a sudden we've got non-hydrogen in our hydrogen environment. That's a pain. We hate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a conveyor loader specifically to pull polluted dirt out of here and shove it over here. Which is probably how that'll go. Not you, you. Just as a stopgap, it'll go to here. We might need it to go somewhere else in the future, but for now it's going to go to there. Okay, tell me your... Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. So you are going to take... What do you produce? Hold on. You produce polluted dirt. Okay, so you take polluted dirt. Okay. That's all you sweep. Oh, and... Apologies. And... What did I just do? Oh, I took a screenshot. Okay. I pressed a button. I don't know what it is. You take salt. Because you produce... Well, I assume you produce salt. So this thing will take all of the polluted water. Yes, all of the polluted dirt and the salt from the sieves. We'll store it all in here, which will then send it away. You are going to hold nope. What happened there? We're going to hold. Is it... What's it called? Bleachstone. Good lord. Bleachstone. We're going to hold some bleachstone, okay? In the future. Not now, in the future. We're going to mop this. My guys are going to sweep this tile. This thing has a priority of 9, which is good, because this thing is going to have a priority of 5. And I think if I allow everything in here, what I might be able to do is have these sweepers sweep all of this stuff. Oh, they can't get rid of the bottles, probably. I'll have to empty the bottles somewhere. Honestly, probably just down here. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to have to filter the ethanol out of here. Which is annoying, but it can be done. What I'll probably do is I'll build a bottle emptier. Like that. And that's just going to empty all of the liquid that we find around the place down into here. And then I'll pump this up at a later date. It's a problem for tomorrow, not for today, okay? Hold on. Just hit me up with the priority 5 that. So I think I need to redo the plumbing. Yeah, so you go like that and you're the input. Right, yep. Where did you just deliver? What did you just deliver? If I say all? Okay, so he will do that. That's good to know. So as soon as I power you and power you, I actually think then I bring... I'm going to feed that into there. Because that will then sweep everything. Which is actually awesome. I love that. Okay, now, something I might want to do, something I've been considering, is maybe we box off. That's so cute. Attacking events. Maybe. Nah. For now. I'm just thinking about like getting people breathing real oxygen as far as they can. But I suppose that's why we're going to have the... I'll see how the carbon skimmer does when the carbon skimmer is actually running. We'll see what the situation is. Mate, did you really go up there to breathe? I wish they could refill oxygen by standing in a suit rather than having to walk to somewhere to breathe it. You know what I mean? Anyway. You. Sweep only. All of that. And you, at the moment, can take everything. Okay? You can hold everything. So why aren't you sweeping stuff into here? Is that something I've done? Oh, disabled by automation grid. I understand now. I've got to do that. And deconstruct that. I forgot I was going to run a bunch of equipment up there. So this should work the way we expect it to work. I just accidentally disabled it of my own volition. Okay. Okay. So he's going to pick everything up. He's going to burn some power, but that's okay. Look at that. We're sweeping liquids. Are you sweeping that on your own, Hassan? You don't need to do that, brother. Are you crazy? Okay. So I think this will work. Now I need a gas pump. Gas pump. Yeah. I need a gas pump. I need to pump all of the carbon dioxide out of this room. And you know what would be smart? We don't need an insulated floor here, but we might want an insulated floor here at some point. I think the smart thing to do is to build it now so we don't have to tear the floor out and accidentally let a bunch of gas into this room in the future. Okay? That's my thinking. Okay. Good stuff. I think this is going to work, you know? First try as well. So what I also need, I realise, is a pump, a liquid pump, down here. I'm just going to feed up to here. And... Did I not press... I pressed P. And hook into there. That's the output. But I also want a signal switch so that I can turn it off. And it needs to be powered. Might as well do that. And then deconstruct all of that. Yeah. Okay, I think this is going to work. Would you believe it? We'll have to continue in the next one. Because it's not going to be done now, but... In theory... Oh, but if I pump this, there's freaking ethanol. Okay. That's fine. So what I'm going to do... is I'll add... a liquid filter. And I'll add it here. Actually, no. Liquid filter. I'll add it here. I can't add it there. I'll add it, whatever, I'll add it here. Actually, I'll add it here. That won't work, will it? I'll add it here. Perfect. I hate me. I hate me for making these things more complicated than they need to be. I'm going to add the liquid filter and I'm going to put it here. Okay? Because ethanol right? Hold on. Hold on. Stop pressing P. I'll kill you, me. Right, you put that there. Put that there. Put that there. You deconstruct that and that. Wait a minute. Yeah, don't be stupid, stupid. I'm gonna do that. And you gotta do that, okay? Because ethanol comes out like this into here, right? Because this is ethanol. This is ethanol already. And then this is just regular water. And then you deconstruct that. Yeah, that's not an absolute pipe nightmare. Alright. And I'll need to power it, of course. From, you know what? It's in the spine. I'll just pull power from the spine. Hold on, that's the rich wire. No, I just want heavy watt wire. Standard heavy watt wire. In like that. Okay. Shut up. Okay, perfect. Build that. And then I guess... Gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. It's dumb as hell and I don't like it. But we're gonna do it. I'm gonna bottle, or I'm gonna fill canisters. But I'm gonna do that in the next one. For now, thank you everybody so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. I really appreciate it. I love your face support. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Check the links in the description and notification button. And I'll be back to continue this. And hopefully get this done and the carbon skimmer going. And some other things, I imagine, in the next one. See ya!